back to another Short and Sweet, where the reviews are short.
And it's really sweet that they shared it with us.
It's really sweet that Tony Bagadonuts shared with us this Stagg No Junior batch 23A.
And I asked, I was like, wait, how are we on 23 already? And then Chad said,
they're now doing it since the junior's gone, since it's 18.
bye, Junior.
It's now the year, so 2023, A and a B release.
So 23A, so the first release of 2023. Now we're all caught up. 130.2 proof. It's definitely powerful on the nose, but it doesn't make me go like, whoa. I can still see straight.
So Stagg, they're not single barrel. It is a small batch. They're not age stated, but they're typically going to be between 8 and 9 years, but there's no reason why they couldn't dip below that 8 or put whatever they want into it. But it's usually around there, and it's usually hovering around the 130 proof. I think batch 1 was the highest proof so far, and it was like 134.4.
I get the typical like Buffalo Trace, plums, figs, grapes, berries, cinnamon, oak, vanilla.
Yeah, smells honestly pretty great. Pretty great. To your health.
There's that 130.2.
Wow.
It's gonna need a second sip.
Wow.
Just my tongue has to be acclimated to that proof.
We've always said it, and it still remains true in 2023, a Stagg bucks. Sometimes that can be the difference between a Stagg and a George T. Stagg. The George T. Stagg can be a little bit more refined in not having those sharp edges, not so much of a kick, but still very much a Stagg. But we have in blind placed a junior over a daddy Stagg before.
I don't know that I love what they took away the junior. Now we have to call it the daddy Stagg, and I just don't really feel good about that.
I guess we should have to say George T. Stagg and
GTS, George T. Stagg, and Stagg.
Yeah, long finish though, long finish.
Big
Long
old hug.
Long enough that we take a break to tell you about our home on the internet, which is whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get the zip hoodie that I'm wearing, the new
sweatshirt.
whiskey sweatshirt that you're wearing, Sarah.
There's also a green rye whiskey one.
There is. Hats, our glasses, all of our glassware, event tickets for our November 10th event, the Big Bourbon Night, and actually the event right before the H. Taylor barrel proof flight of the first 6. Speaking of batch 1, that's batch 1 through 6 is the day before it. Bottle cut candles, a new batch out right now, and so much more at whiskyambitions.com.
And you can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight, and that is where patrons got first crack at those event tickets. They also get first crack at our barrel picks, which are often exclusive just to them. The opportunity to go on those barrel picks, discounts on that merch Chad was talking about, after the episode exclusives, and more.
Yeah, they got first crack at the VIP tickets, which are sold out.
They are sold out.
All right, second sip.
I mean, still up there, but
Yeah.
better now that
You get acclimated?
my tongue is acclimated, yeah.
Yeah. It's just sort of, it's sort of that unmistakable Stagg flavor. It's in a lot of Buffalo Trace things, but just the way it sort of presents itself as being very upfront, very kind of in your face.
Oh, yeah.
But as you said, sort of the stone fruit, the grape cherry type of thing, it does tend to convey some age to it. Even
Definitely
if it is
carries some oak.
just 8 to 9, it's really, Patient presents as having a lot of age to it. Yeah, it definitely has a lot of oak, but I don't think anywhere near too much oak for me, and quite the Kentucky hug.
Oh, yeah.
Nice long finish here, settling in. Ooh.
It's a big old campfire in there.
Yeah, it is. Now, Stagg, much like George T. Stagg, can be hard to find. The Stagg is a little bit easier.
Marginally, yes.
But still can be hard, which a lot of times makes the, what should normally be around the $60 to $70 mark, be inflated quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
It's up to you if you think it's worth it. We actually had a question just last night on live. What would be the maximum you would pay for your very first and probably only ever Stagg? And FOMO can be a real thing, but I think it's very easy to pay $100 or more for this, and it just kind of depends if you think that this experience is worth it.
I mean, I said it on live last night, and I'll say it again here. I don't often condone spending more than retail on bottles, unless it really means that much to you, in which case do what you want with your money.
Yeah.
However, I have paid $150 for bottles before that tasted a lot worse than a Stagg Junior.
Exactly.
Scratch the Junior, just Stagg.
Just Stagg.
Do with that information what you will.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. But that's where we'll leave it. If you haven't subscribed to us already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here, and we can see over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you, Tony Bagadonuts. Until next time, drink more bourbon.